The Congress Legislature Party of Meghalaya today questioned the science between the extension of the gap in administering the second dose of Covishield from 6 to 7 weeks to 12 to 16 weeks. Speaking to reporters after a CLP meet attended by several Congress MLAs, CLP leader Dr. Mukul Sangma said that the government of India's vaccine strategy was wrong.
Now, look at the vaccine policy of the government. The interval or the gap between the first jab and the second jab, which was earlier indicated at 6 to 7 weeks, have been increased to 12 to 16 weeks. And when we try to look at the reason for this sudden increase between the first dose and the second dose, we could not find any scientific answer. There is no scientific answer in as far as this gap is concerned. Therefore, the state government must take up this issue with Government of India. We must be realistic and we must be scientific. It cannot be based on somebody's whims and fancies. We cannot deviate from ground reality. We cannot deviate from whatever is considered realistic based on scientific understanding, based on scientific data. Now, therefore, even if you're looking at this gap of 12 to the designated gap, the revised gap, spreading from 12 to 16 weeks, it's a long gap between the first and the second jab. That means by next 12 and 16 weeks also you will not have enough number of the population covered by 2 doses of vaccination. That means you will not have the population who are fully equipped with the right kind of arsenal in the instant case through vaccination to face the challenge of this pandemic. To face the kind of challenge of the pandemic wherein we need to minimize the brunt of the pandemic on the overall health infrastructure and health facilities, and minimize the number of sufferings and loss of precious lives. Will the virus wait for 12 and 16 weeks to show its resurgence in the third wave? We don't know. We hope that it doesn't happen at all. But the trend indicates that it might strike at any point of time. And therefore, this particular vaccine policy strategy, I have tweeted today on this regard, reflecting my concern that nation as a whole is likely to be found unprepared to face the onslaught of the inevitable third wave because of this revised vaccine policy, wherein the people who have received first jab will have to wait for 12 to 16 weeks. But if we see the third wave striking sooner than that, that means the whole population will be seen unprotected, uncovered by the vaccine. So this must be taken up with an appropriate amount of seriousness with Government of India, and prevail upon Government of India to take a call which should be guided by complete scientific interpretation and not by anybody's individual opinion or strategy.